The worst and best fruits for high blood sugar. So let's start with the worst. And they say that an apple a day is supposed to keep the doctor away, but there's nothing particularly fantastic about apples. They're not really high in vitamins or minerals. They do have some soluble and insoluble fiber that can help to lower cholesterol. They do contain some polyphenols, which might be useful in managing diabetes. They have about 12 grams of sugar in every 100 grams. You might try the green apples, like the Granny Smith's apples, if you want apples that are less sugary. And if you want a good source of polyphenols, you can get those from cocoa and from peppermint. Next are kiwi fruits, which have been heavily marketed as superfoods. And yes, they do contain a lot of minerals and vitamins. They're rich in vitamins A and B and minerals like potassium. Kiwi fruits have twice as much vitamin C as oranges and 6 times more nutrients than apples. Kiwis also contain the antioxidants lutein and zeaxanthin, which help to prevent vision loss. Kiwi fruits are actually very nutritious, but you're getting about 12 grams of sugar for every 100 grams. The next fruit is pineapples, and these are very rich in vitamin C and have lots of fiber. They also contain the enzyme bromelain, which acts as a natural painkiller. But again, some of these benefits are cancelled out by the fact that you're getting 12 grams of sugar for every 100 grams of pineapple. And if you're trying to regulate your blood sugar, this might not be ideal for you. Next on the list is mangoes, and my family and I, we love mangoes. They are absolutely fantastic when you combine them with Greek yogurt on a hot day. They're sweet, they're creamy, and they're delicious. But mangoes do have a good amount of vitamin C. They also have fiber, but they have 14 grams of carbohydrates in every 100 grams. Next on the list is grapes, yet another entry on the superfood list. They come in lots of different varieties and colors, and they're rich in vitamin C. Some time ago, there was a lot of hype about resveratrol, which is found in the skin of grapes. People were hoping that resveratrol would have magical properties when it comes to anti-aging and longevity. Unfortunately, the results were somewhat disappointing. And yes, grapes do contain a lot of water, but you can never just eat one grape. So you're getting 16 grams of sugar with every 100 grams. Next up is bananas. These are favorites for lunch boxes. They add creaminess to smoothies. They also have a lot of antioxidants, folate, and they're high in potassium. But you're getting 18 grams of sugar for every 100 grams of bananas. So if you're trying to regulate your blood sugar, this is one fruit that you should skip. Don't worry about not getting enough potassium, because you can still get that from avocados and from green leafy vegetables. The absolute worst kind of fruits that you could be eating is dried fruit. It doesn't matter whether they're raisins or sultanas, dried cranberries, mango slices, banana slices, they are all sugar bombs. The amount of sugar that you get in 100 grams of the fruit that isn't dried is nothing compared to what you'll get in 100 grams of fruit that has had all the water removed from it. Now we come to the best fruit for blood sugar. First on the list is watermelon, and you might be surprised to see watermelon on this list because they are quite sweet. The beautiful bright red color of watermelons comes from the antioxidant lycopene, and watermelon has more lycopene than any other fruit or vegetable, including tomatoes. Lycopene helps to protect your skin from harmful effects of the sun. That doesn't mean that just because you're eating a lot of lycopene that you can go out and roast yourself without any consequences. You still need to use an SPF of at least 30 to protect yourself. Lycopene can also reduce your chances of having a heart attack. Still connected to the cardiovascular system, watermelon contains citrulline. Citrulline promotes normal blood flow and can help with high blood pressure and erectile dysfunction. and you'll find most of the citrulline in the white rind of the fruit. Watermelon also has vitamin A, vitamin B6 and vitamin C, which can help with your skin. It also contains potassium, which can help with muscle cramps. This is one of the best fruits to eat if you have a sweet craving. Watermelons have a glycemic index of 80, which is similar to cornflakes, and that sounds very high, but they have a glycemic load of 5 because they contain a lot of water. You can even roast the seeds of the watermelon with a little bit of olive oil and sea salt, and you have a tasty snack. Watermelons have 7 grams of sugar per 100 grams of watermelon. Coconuts are one of the few tropical fruits that won't send your blood sugar through the roof. You can use them in savory dishes like stews and curries. You can also use them in desserts. You can actually just break off a chunk and eat it like that because it has a mild sweetness to it. It also has lots of fiber, which is great for your gut health. Coconut oil contains myristic acid, which helps to fight infections. Coconut oil is one of the healthiest oils for cooking. The flesh of the coconut contains medium-chain fatty acids, which may help with weight loss. With all these benefits, coconuts still only contain 7 grams of sugar per 100 grams. Stick to the fresh coconut rather than the desiccated type because all the water has been removed from that, so it will have a higher sugar content. Raspberries and blackberries are very similar. They're both sweet and a little bit sour, and they're a very good source of fiber. They also contain manganese, which is good for blood sugar regulation and for healthy bones. They contain vitamin C, which helps keep your skin healthy. They contain omega-3 fatty acids. They contain potassium, which is important for healthy heart function and for maintaining a normal blood pressure. They contain a lot of other antioxidants apart from vitamin C, which help to protect your cells. Blackberries and raspberries contain about 4 grams of sugar per 100 grams. Strawberries are very similar, but they have a slightly higher sugar content. Next on the list are lemons and limes, and these are very similar as well. They're so sour that you're not likely to be eating them on their own. They're very high in vitamin C, which is great for immune function. They contain potassium and B vitamins, which help your body to convert the food that you eat into energy. I'm not usually a fan of juices, but you can take a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice in a mug of hot water with a little dash of honey and take that if you have a cold or a cough. You can also use the juice to make lemonade, and lemons and limes have about 4 grams of sugar for every 100 grams. Next up is cranberries, and these are small, slightly bitter, sour fruit that are related to blueberries. They're often described as superfruits because of their numerous health benefits. They have more polyphenols than almost any fruit or vegetable, including grapes. They have a whole host of other antioxidants that help to protect your liver, keep your heart and blood vessels healthy, and maintain good eyesight. They're rich in vitamin C and other antioxidants, but these are mostly lost during the drying process. So to get maximum benefit from these, it's better to eat the fresh fruit. If you're prone to urinary tract infections, cranberries may reduce the frequency with which you get them. You can also take a cranberry supplement or drink cranberry juice, but this will not stop an infection once it's started. And also remember that cranberry juice is going to give you more sugar without the fiber. Cranberries help to keep your mouth healthy by reducing the amount of harmful acid inside your mouth. So they can help to reduce cavities and gum disease. You need to be careful if you're eating a lot of cranberries because they are high in vitamin K, and vitamin K can interfere with the workings of certain drugs, particularly warfarin, which help to prevent your blood from clotting.